Hey everybody, I'm Psychosaurus. Welcome back to Age of Empires Online. Hey, Happy New Year! I wish you everyone. Sorry for the delay. I took a little break, to be honest, and it felt nice. It felt nice to just take a break, do something a little bit different for a little bit, and here I am back into the game. And yes, as you know, winter event happened. And if you don't, well, sorry for the delay. It's been out for a week, so hey, now you know. But anyway, hope you enjoyed your holidays, but unfortunately, the work is calling and we need to do stuff. So there were some patch notes and some news with the winter event. So let's get into it. And to be honest, I'm not really sure what to think about this, to be honest. Overall, I feel like, something I see like positive, but a lot of stuff I just see like, eh. It's again like, I don't want to be negative like about this because it's like winter and end of the year, but but some things like I look at it again and I'm like, man, whatever. Anyway, so first let's take a look at the patch notes. Again, if you want to check them out for yourself, link is going to be in the description below, so you can find everything there. Anyway, so this one happened on the December 28th, 2025. So yeah. Some time ago, unfortunately, but yeah. So, quest updates. Added several new quests to Creed. Added a new quest giver that has Creed Master repeatable global quests. We'll get to that because that's going to be the main theme of the winter event, so I'll talk about that later. Anyway, nothing about the champion mode as you can see. UI updates changed the order of settings in the Defense of Creed interface, increased the maximum number of visible options for quest setting, and difficulty drop down menu, so there is no scrolling required, added several visual improvements. We'll get to that. Again, basically just some things about Creed. We'll get to that, okay? Bug fixes. Fixed an issue where Dana Nanda's Royal Elephant Armor repeatable quest was not included in Pataliputra's featured quests list. The quest rotations, of course. Other updates temporarily removed notifications from Sparta PvP daily and weekly playtime quests. These quests will still be running during gameplay and you can receive your rewards as normal by speaking to the Spartan commander, but you will get no notifications during gameplay. We will revert this change based on community feedback if necessary. Okay, so far, whatever, And then the last one. Arrows of the Ice King now grant plus 20% snare from 14.8%. Okay, so I'm just gonna say I made two videos about the ranged units being so blessed by so many buffs throughout the years, and here we go again, okay? So if you want to watch those videos, make sure to watch those videos because I don't want to repeat myself, but yeah, here we go again. Anyway, is it a good change or is it a bad change? Well, let's be honest. Snare, because of how the stacking works, is actually being a negative stat, meaning like when you add 20% snare, the number will go in the unit stats will go it will go to 0.8, okay? And if you add another 20%, it will go to 0.64. So as you can see, it's going like at less value overall, but because of how it works, it's still pretty good, So basically what it means, the higher the number is that you see here, the better it is actually, because the higher numbers are actually good here. Same goes with like, cost or build times, It is very efficient to get like those big numbers because that's where you are going to get the most values. The more you stack like smaller values, yeah, the less values you're getting out of those, So this is actually a pretty big buff, But anyway, was this needed? In my opinion, no. Because how much is actually that 15% or 14.8% before? Well, just imagine you have a cavalry unit of speed 9, okay? So take 15% of that. So 0.15 times 9. That's 1.45. So just that cavalry unit getting hit by the ranged unit would be snared by more than 1, okay? This is pretty good, like that's pretty nice speed. Already going down. So this could allow your ranged units to, move away for a little bit and then attack again before the cavalry actually reaches you and hits you and maybe kills your ranged unit. So it definitely was worth it. And the biggest value you would see this on, like, you know, chariot archers. Why? Because they're fast. Okay, so snaring enemy units by that amount is actually very useful for chariots because they can outrun them. Second would be Gastaferes, because as I said in my video about the ranged units, they can keep going. Okay, they can stay mobile, so in their case it's very useful. 20%, I'll be just saying this. Before the Piercing Frost, I was using the Ice Kings. Never had a problem with the arrows. Always found them really good. I don't see reason to buff this item. I see only one thing, and that is nerfing the Piercing Frost arrows. And why? Because even after this buff, I don't see reason to pick these arrows. And why is that? Because it is better to kill the target before it even reaches you than to just snare it, you know? So all I'm gonna say, nice try, but as long as the goddamn Piercing Frost arrows exist, no way, Jose. But anyway, even if I consider this buff, didn't we just get buff on the goddamn Cosmos? Can you imagine what happens when you stack the 20% snare from these arrows, then add the 20% snare from the Cosmos, as I said before, 0.64, which means 36% snare, which is already 1/3. And with the buff to Cosmos, also your ranged units are getting 20% more speed. That's a lot of like speed shenanigans happening with just advisor and arrows. And if I use my cavalry example again, 9 speed going down by 1/3. That cavalry is moving at speed less than 6. Less than 6. And that ranged unit, well, typical ranged unit gets how much speed? 6. Like if I consider like Persian bowmen, Toxores, you know, they get 6. So they are naturally moving fast. Not only that, you also get the 20% movement speed. So your Toxores bowman can suddenly move faster than a cavalry unit with speed 9. Doesn't that sound too stupid to you? To me, it actually sounds really stupid, you know? It sounds really stupid. And I'm gonna saying it. Ranged units are being just so blessed in Project Celeste. And here you have another perfect example. So if suddenly like something happened to Sohrab and the Piercing Frost arrows, you have a lot of snare available to you right now. Well, thank you very much, guys. Another shenanigan that is going to need some nerfing after those nerfs. So, well, thank you very much. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, like the way I see this, terrible change overall. And it's not like the arrows themselves necessarily. It's all the what's the word? God damn it! All the continuation of those changes towards the ranged units. All of that, it keeps piling up. At some point, someone will have to say it, other than me, who keeps saying it, that this needs nerfing. And I already saw some comments on Discord saying like Babylonian chariots, for example, being so stupidly easy to use. And I keep saying it, okay? I keep saying it. Okay, anyway, winter event, typical stuff, you know, get into the game, get into your capital city, then visit the Empire Bazaar. Here you will find, not Bazaar, the Empire Store. There you will find the snowman. They'll send you to the Ice King stronghold. So during this event, if you keep logging in, you can get these rewards. Unfortunately, the first week is already gone, so you might still get some winter points, but as you can see, I'm recording this late, so hey, week 2 starts right now. So sorry for that, but unfortunately, I was taking a break. I needed it. Anyway, so what you can get except of the Ice King's armor right now: Arrows of the Ice King, twice Staff of the Ice King, Grease of the Ice King, and the Blueprints of Piercing Frost. That's what you can get from daily logins. Don't forget some materials like the shards and hearts, some extra coins, winter points, some decorations, especially the Saturnalia collection, you know. You get the rock after accepting the starting quest, and then you can just get these stairs, trees, and others for you to place on that rock, okay? So if you want to decorate your rock, don't forget to log in. And then of course some mammoths and some consumables, as you can see as well, so do whatever you want with those. So that's the daily logins. And the new thing, so we had during the summer event we had the bonus to the alliance quests, which I totally appreciated. Some extra rewards for playing those alliance quests, which I consider always being fun, you know, and can be a good way to learn some more advanced aspects of the game or RTS in general. So in my opinion, completely fine. So that one I seriously like, you know, just some extra rewards, some extra, you know, push towards the players to like try playing those quests, and not really like, you know, forcing them, you know, it was an option. Similarly, I would say the Halloween event had it for the skirmish. In that case, I'm gonna say just the skirmish seriously needs some rework for the rewards, okay? It's the problem of the skirmish itself, not necessarily of the event, okay? But yeah, one thing, number of chests, number of coins, and just, you know, like if you play against 4 hardest AIs, you know, and you get the same rewards as if you played against 4 standard AIs, yeah, that just doesn't seem right, okay? So that's the issue of the skirmish. Whatever. So this winter event, it is about the Creed, and to be honest, this one I feel like, you know, some things are done right and some things are done wrong. So as you can see, some nice image to show this, okay? So if you don't know Defense of Crete, all you need to do is just visit Crete. I think you need starting quest at Marcus Pollux at the Empire Bazaar. I don't remember. I think it's there, but don't call me on that. It's somewhere there. You know, when you create a save, you should have access to Crete right away. So what's the thing, okay? Defense of Crete, basically you're defending Wanderer against waves of enemies. You clear them all, you win, okay? That's basically the point. All you need is just defending the Wanderer. It takes a little while, which is a little bit of a problem of the quest, but whatever. So, what this event is actually about. So, there is in total of 9 maps available in Crete. So, you can choose one of the 9. Then you have obviously number of waves, which goes 10, 20, or 30. And then there is also the difficulty of the waves, okay? So you can set it like to the easiest, which is like level 0 or 1 through 10, or you can set it like impossible, which is 40 plus, okay? Like super late game Civ difficulty, you know? But anyway, when you play each of those maps, you get runes, okay? So one map gives you one of those runes. As you can see, there is 9 in total, 1 for each map. The number of runes depends on the number of waves you're playing against, and that's basically it, okay? Just number of waves, and that decides how many runes you get. You also get some winter points. Once you earn all those runes, you will be able to craft the gauntlets of the Ice King. And after the first craft of the gauntlets of the Ice King, you will also get a quest from which you will be able to get 1 legendary advisor for your Civ. This is actually very nice, okay? Some extra, you know, like push towards the players to like try the Creed, you know, get the runes, and then just, you know, get some extra gauntlets and legendary advisor. I think on paper this sounds pretty nice, okay? And beware, it is written here, 1-time quest for the legendary advisor, so you can choose only 1 for your Civ, so choose wisely. There are definitely some good advisors there, and some way too good, okay? Anyway, what is the Gauntlet of the Ice King? Well, as you can see here, it is your typical Master Assassin Gauntlet. So yes, if you want Master Assassin Gauntlets, like, I mean, how many you can already get just by playing the Rome quest line, you know, there is one. I believe there was like some free gauntlet as well, like on the, you know, Roman's birthday, you know, or anniversary, first anniversary, I should say. So yeah, there was an option to get some, there is option to get some, you know, extra Master Assassin gauntlets there. Then you can obviously earn level 40 chests and hopefully drop some Master Assassin gauntlets from those. So what is so specific about these? Well, basically, you have a guarantee you can get one just by playing the Creed, you know? Once you gather enough runes, you can craft your first gauntlet. This is actually nice, you know? Like, you get this gauntlet, you can put it on your save, or you can actually move it to your other save and just use it there. Now, that was a thing. It was not tradable originally, but it is tradable now, okay? So if you feel like, hey, I'm lying here, no, I'm not. It was supposed to be tradable, and it is tradable. Another good thing about this, and it is actually written here, this can be reforged. So the good thing is this behaves as your Master Assassin Gauntlet. Good thing is you get your average Master Assassin Gauntlet, which you can be fine for a while, and if you feel like it could be better, you can just reforge it at the Spartan Forge. Where can you put it? Practically everywhere, you know, whatever, like, as you can see, written here, like, if you want to, you can put it anywhere you want. It's really good, as it makes your units overall stronger and pushes towards, you know, like the higher quality of units over the quantity of units. But obviously it's very nice, you know, like when you consider all the stats you're getting from this, that cost is like whatever, you know, and you are still boosting your economy from the work tools for your villagers, so whatever, the cost is not that huge deal afterwards. But yeah, so far it looks good, okay, no problem here. But let's be honest, okay, it doesn't look that bad until you get into the game. So yes, let's get into it. So here you'll find also some quests near Minos, and those will be some like extra quests from which you can get some extra runes, materials, points, and also the Creed points, Creed materials, Empire points, coins, chests from the Creed, which I'll get to, okay? So let's keep this for now on paper, okay? We'll get into the game and show it to you, like why I don't think it's necessarily good right away. But so far it looks good, okay? Nothing wrong about it. Then, of course, there is the goddamn ice cream mammoth that you also get after completing the initial quest, which you can place. If you're tired of having too many of those mammoths, yeah, you can just destroy it, okay? Otherwise, there is nothing else to see. I'll be honest, I'm so tired of getting all those ice cream mammoths and those rocks of Saturnalia that I just want to destroy them at this moment. Like, if you're new and you don't have those, fine, you need them, okay? To get access, like, to extra quests and some extra decorations. So you need it. How to access? Empire store, not bazaar, store. There you will find the snowman. He'll send you to the stronghold. Here you will complete the quest. Okay, then there's also the Spartan quests, of course. What you can look forward to, some basically legendary quests, but if you already had the Ice King stronghold at your capital city, then no problem. Also, you could have visited other players' home cities, so yeah, nothing really new here. The minigames are back, so yeah, if you want them, you can check out my older videos for the winter event. Anyway, PvP quests also offer those. Vanity, decorations, where to find all those. You can also trade materials for some extra winter points. How to earn here, just keep playing, whatever. PvP, PvE, just remember to take those quests that you need. You'll get the heart shards, which basically works, gather the shards, you can put it together into one heart. And if I remember, at the Ice King Stronghold, you can break the hearts into the shards as you need. Okay, so it's up to you, of course. Again, decorations and some items. Items. Those are very important, okay? Yeah, so if you want Ice King Stronghold, good, can save you a lot of clicks. Otherwise, you don't need it that much, as you can just visit other players' home cities. Now, let's get into it, okay? Gear. So what gear will be here? So, craftable Sword of the Piercing Frost. I'll be honest, okay? It's a strong weapon. Like, all the Piercing Frost gear is just so strong, okay? So whatever you get, it's good for you. If you have problem with armored units. What I just don't like, okay, and I want to point it out, why is the goddamn Roman Centurion here? Roman Centurion, goddamn, does not need the Sword of the Piercing Frost. That guy already gets 60% armor just from champion upgrade. Why is it here? Remember, do not stack too much armor on a unit. It's just not worth it. Okay? Roman Centurion, come on. Not worth it. Like, whoever put this here, I'm like, what the hell, man? Okay, next one. Axe, again, craftable. And again, why is the throwing axeman here? Throwing axeman, I'm gonna say this way, okay? It can be good for your H2 throwing axeman. After H3, you don't need it that much. You don't need it. You can live without it. It's completely fine. Also, you can use Sunder Milestone to get extra armor. It's not worth it on the throwing axeman that much. Why is this one highlighted so much? It's just look at this and bleh. Okay, another craftable. It says Arrows of the Piercing Frost. Well, hallelujah. Just already nerfed those arrows. I keep looking at these and I'm like, nah. It needs nerf. It needs nerf. Works exceptionally when paired with, again, stacking too much armor is not worth it. Okay, you can do it on your towers. You can do it on your towers because, like, what else would you put on your towers? It's up to you, okay? That's probably going, like, one of the best gears. If you want, you can put the Ice King's arrows on your arrows. Now, even better for your towers as well. Sorry, put the Ice King's arrows on the towers. I think I said put it on arrows. Ugh. Too many arrows in the game, goddamn. Anyway, Ice King's arrows definitely can go on the towers. Snaring the enemy unit is so much better now. Even the towers, when I think about it, even the towers get better because of the goddamn buff to the Ice King's arrows. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I feel thankful that towers never feel like super overpowered. Even though you put all the stuff on them, they just never feel like super overpowered, luckily. That's like the only good thing about them. But still, like, it's so much, Anyway, light speed of the Piercing Frost. And I'm just gonna criticize again. Why is the goddamn Indian War Elephant here? Again, 50% from champion upgrade. Why is this unit here? Oh my god. Don't stack too much armor, guys. Seriously. Do not do it. Not worth it. If you have already 50% plus, 40% plus, you don't need more. It's just becoming overkill at that moment. Jeez. Ekes depends. Hoplite depends. Like, both of these depends, because Hoplite is still more likely a frontline unit for your ballistas and ranged units, whatever. But, well, I forgot, there is also the Leonidas buff. Yeah, you can do Hoplites now. Yeah. Because why not, right? Anyway, blueprints. We saw them. You can get one from the daily login, but it seems it is also craftable. There's the Walls of the Piercing Frost, which is not in the daily login, so I don't know why it's saying here, because we saw it's not there. So this is a lie here a little bit. Greaves of the Ice King, horse armor. So yeah, if you miss the horse armor, you can still craft it according to this, and if I remember, it is there. Heavy Spear of the Piercing Frost. Yeah, it exists as well. Anyway, Winter Event, other gear, daily logins, Greaves, Staff of the Ice King, Arrows of the Ice King, which you can get twice, Horse Armor of the Ice King. Then also you can buy at the store the Javelin of the Ice King, the Arrows of the Ice King, so many arrows, and Greaves of the Ice King. And then yeah, here's the mention of the gauntlets again. Now how much the crafting will cost. We'll get to the gauntlets, but as you can see, usually it's 1, 1, 1, 2, and then 3 with 36-hour cooldown. So yeah, repeatable quest, or rather not repeatable, but like, you know, regular quest. You do it once, you get the one, you get it for one, then get another one for one, then get another one for one, and then get another one for two. So try to use the crafting across all the civs if you can, okay? Axe of the Piercing Frost is craftable for one. Well, you basically need one per civ that's using axe, okay? You don't need more. And if you've been playing before, hey, you might have a lot of axes of the Piercing Frost from previous events, you know? But yeah, you definitely need one for Celts, which is another thing, like I didn't mention it. It showed the goddamn Egyptian Axemen. You don't want this on Egyptian Axemen. You need health on Egyptian Axemen. They are not the damage dealers. They are good early for countering infantry, but later you want the health. You want the health, goddammit. Which, unfortunately, Ice King's axe is not here. That's kind of unfortunate. Anyway, blueprints, you definitely want one for each of your towers. Arrows of the Piercing Frost, you definitely want one per save. Light Spear of the Piercing Frost, well, whoever is using the Light Spear, but just don't put it on the Indian War Elephants. Just do not do it, it's not worth it. Okay, Horse Armor of the Ice King for 2, it's a little bit more expensive. Heavy Spear of the Piercing Frost for 2, 2, 2, then 3, and then 4, okay. So yeah, Heavy Spear of the Piercing Frost, you definitely want one per civ, because everyone gets Spearman, so you can put it on your Spearman at least. Horse Armor of the Ice King, I am not one to recommend the Horse Armor of the Ice King. I never found it useful. I never found it like being good at anything, to be honest. Like snare resist looks like, you know, like nice, but the train time is like, yeah, 3%, who cares? It's a small time, you know. Does it hurt? No, but at the same time, does it help that much? No. It's just a small bonus. But snare resist, I mean, as long as the way I see it, it's just, hey, if few of your units get snared, who cares? You still have like 20 others. Let them run, you know. Let them run, sacrifice the 4 and then just get there. You could have just got more damage from Ashoka's light armor and do more damage instead, you know. So the way I see it, no, I do not recommend Armor of the Ice King, okay? I just feel like it's just better to do more damage and just kill everything, you know. Who cares about the few? If I, you know, like get 4 snare, but I still have like 20 others, whatever, you know. Anyway, global quest, whatever. We know what global quests are. I already made video about quests. Material turns in, and how long will the event last? So January 27th is the end of the event, except it's saying 25 still here. It's 26, okay, not 25. Anyway, that's all from here. So if you ask me, whatever, I still have my opinion about the gear, okay? But so far it looks nice from the Crete changes, you know, like for the winter event. Also, just if you want to see what rewards you can get, as you can see, there is no blueprint for the walls of the Piercing Frost. Anyway, let's get into the game. Show it to you again how to get into the event. Anyway, I forgot to switch to my home city. Well, this is gonna take a little bit, but okay, we can wait. So good thing is the global quests for Crete are available from the start. You don't need like to do anything for those. But if you want to craft the gauntlets, you need to complete the initial quest. So again, Empire Store, it is this one, not the Empire Bazaar. Remember that. The snowman, here you go, get the quest, get the pop-ups, go to the Ice King's Fortress, yeah, sure. And here we go, we are back at the Ice King's Fortress. So, complete the quest, get all of these. Now you have all of these. I'm so tired of these, let me just destroy it. Nah. If you don't know how to destroy, just drop the item into the map and you can just click it like this. If you are tired of those damn mammoth ice creams, you know, I'm so tired. Okay, so here you have the quest. So the legendary ones are here. So you have 5 of these. The rest is at the home capital city, Ice King's stronghold or fortress or whatever it's called. Broken heart that you can put together with 25 shards. The items you can craft. So heavy spear, blueprints, the light armor, arrows of the piercing frost, light spear, sword, and axe of the piercing frost. Okay.
Greetings, stranger.
The minigames, and as you can see, some repeatables as well.
Can I be of help?
Yeah, so all of these are here.
Be safe, my
So
friend.
remember to take those. Oh, there is still the issue with the... Oh my god. There's still the issue with the frame drops at that area for some reason, man. Whatever. Yeah, so... Hey, Ice King's Vanity. I think this was added. This was not here, was it? I don't remember. So here you'll find the trading for the materials. And that's basically it. It was here, right? It's like this area. Yeah, for some reason it's just so terrible. Okay, now let's head to Crete. Basically, nothing else is different about this. So Crete, as you can see, splash art, it's already a different map. You can see it's dark. That was like the first thing I saw. It's raining. That was the second thing I saw. And then later I noticed there are also some mammoths. Like PF2K was like, yeah, you didn't see the mammoths. Well, how am I supposed to see the mammoths when it's so dark, you know? It's not so obvious to me. Anyway,
welcome to
King Minos. Here you can get the elite meat in Crete. I don't have it off cooldown now, so it's not here. But the thing is, here you will find the... I believe it's this one. Yeah, the runes by the Icy Lagoon. So this is the first quest for the gauntlet. After you complete this, you should get a quest to craft another gauntlet, and then also get the quest for the legendary advisors. And there were some patch notes. This was actually 6 of each rune before. Now it's 4, so it is a little bit better. The legendary advisors, according to the patch notes, or after the small patches, there was actually changed to the cost to like 15 runes of each for the advisor. Yeah, like quite hefty amount, you know. But if you want, here's the quest. You as you can see, you need all 9 runes, and you can see it's named by the realms of the world, the Well of Earth quest, you know. This is your typical one. Then there was added this one, the Cretan Wonders Over Yonder, which I don't think it was mentioned anywhere, or at least I did not see it, and maybe I have accidentally skipped it. The Cretan Wonders Over Yonder. So this quest is actually very interesting, and I actually want to say this is actually a good quest. Back in the day, there used to be achievements in this game as well, you know, like games for Windows Live, you know, this old thingy, that there used to be achievements, and one of those achievements was build every single wonder from the Crete, you know. So here you have it. You have a quest for this now. You build all those wonders from Crete, so Temple of Minos, Shrine of the Bound Minotaur, and Hubris of Icarus, and you get these huge rewards. 2,000 Crete points, that's already pretty huge. 200 Empire points, 20,000 coins, a lot of Elite Meat in Crete legendary chests. So those are legendary chests, and I believe there was like 12 of those. 3, 6, 9, 11. Okay, sorry, 11. Which is good amount, you know. And then you also get 2,000 Crete points, which means
enjoy your stay.
Which means, hey, you can afford a lot of these chests, like 30, I believe. yeah, like little over 30 large chests. So
Welcome, dear
yeah,
friend.
that's a lot of chests you can get just by getting this. Now there should be an issue if I'm not mistaken. So let me accept this.
Salutations.
Yeah, so it says it does not complete, but in my home city it is. I have already all those
Enjoy your
wonders.
stay.
So there is an issue with that. Unfortunately, it's not registering. So I'll get to that. There is some simple fix. You don't need to like rebuild the wonders and just use extra materials. You don't have to do that. You just need to like move the wonders, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, here at the wanted board that's newly added, here you'll find a global quest for the winter event. Okay, so Creed Mastery, Protector of the Island. This one is you need to complete every single defense. Does not matter what difficulty, does not matter number of waves, you just need to complete it. Okay, so you need to complete all of these. As you can see, extra Creed points, Empire points, 1000 coins. Well, that's not much. Extra materials. So yeah, it's pretty simple, straightforward. I dare to say this one is probably the easiest. Then there is one for 10 wave defense. This one is you have to defend all of these for 10 waves. So all the maps for 10 waves. Then another one for 20 waves. This one is obviously going better and higher with rewards. And then 30 waves again. This one is going to be the best, like 150, 150, 1500. 1500 coins, man. A lot of chests, but notice Creed treasure chests. Those are not legendary ones. Those are normal chests. So you can expect uncommon items, most likely, at the same time, you know. So good for materials, you know, but it's there. So you have to do like 10 for this, 20 for this, 30 for this. And then you have this one, which is like Creed Mastery and each map. Okay, also notice these are repeatable, which means once you complete these, you can do them again right away. You don't have to wait for them to get off the cooldown. No, you can just do it now and then do it again and you will get all you need. So that's worth pointing out. Okay, but the Creed Mastery, as you can see, some extra Creed points, Empire points, no coins this time, so extra chests, materials, and here you are getting the winter points, extra Ice King's shards, free runes of Midgard, which is for the Sea of Creed. If you go for the other one, you can see you will be getting the other runes, you know. So just so you know, okay? So doesn't look that bad, you know, like it sounds pretty cool, you know, except, and now I have to get seriously negative about this because I have some issues with this. So number one is the number of runes. So just imagine you need all of these runes in your inventory to craft
Welcome,
the gauntlet, okay, and then advisors and whatever. So
Enjoy your stay.
9 of your slots already taken by the runes. 9. So be ready that you need 9 slots, which for someone like me who's like does not really want to care about the inventory slots anymore and he's kind of lazy about it. Oh my god, yeah, that's so stupidly annoying. So 9 runes already taking your space, and then once the event is over and you no longer can use those runes, what will you do with the runes? Most likely you will want to put them some way away. And if you've been playing on multiple safes, each safe, like having those 9 slots of warehouses taken, yeah, you don't want that. So where are you going to put it? You're going to put it all into the Empire Vault, which means 9 Empire Vault slots taken for the next event, if it's even going to be useful, you know. That's a question. I will be careful about that. Most likely it will come back, or something different about the runes, and if not, well, you can later sell them, whatever. So either you have the option to lose 9 slots in your Empire Vault just to put the rune somewhere after the event, or you can just sell them, you know. That is the option. But what if the next event comes, you know, like, okay, then you have to farm the runes again, whatever. But anyway, if you're just like me who's keeping stuff for the next event just in case, 9 item slots, that's a lot, okay? That wouldn't be the worst, okay? Let's say this is annoying, but it's something we can live with. What is seriously annoying is because it is 9 runes, you have to do all 9 maps. And now, obviously, it depends how many waves you set in. The best ones would be to set it at 30 to get the highest rewards, because it will be the shortest because of there is, you know, the prepared time where you have like 3 minutes before the waves start coming, and once they start coming, you know, they keep coming. So you don't want to do like multiple 10 waves, because that means you always have to do like the preparation for 3 minutes and then just clear the waves, you know. So the fastest thing would be to set the settings at 30 waves, okay? Then of course depends on the map. Whichever map you choose, you get that specific rune. And then there's also the difficulty. Now the thing is, you don't even need to set it at higher difficulty. You can just put it here at easy level, which is recommended for levels 5 to 10. Okay, I was a little bit wrong about it, but I do believe Crete is available from the beginning, but I might be misremembering. Okay, don't call me on that, but it should be like very early into leveling the Sith. Anyway, so as you can see, I have level 5 through 10, and if we just scroll down, the rewards: 750 winter points, 6 Ice King shards, and then 3 runes. Okay, not bad. And if I set it to the impossible, as you can see, it's all the same. It's just about the Crete chest. I believe the Empire points, is it there as well? No, Empire points not. Coins are the same? No, coins are going up. Okay, I just don't remember exactly, but yeah, as you can see, the rewards are not going up for the winter event. So if you are going to play just the easy level, you can. Completely fine. It's up to you. You can just do easy level 5 through 10, 30 waves, and you can get all of these. Now, how long does it actually take to get those 30 waves done? And there's the problem. You know, it takes, and I believe someone was typing it on Discord, but it takes about 40 minutes to complete 30 waves. Now the 20 waves and 10 waves will be something less, obviously, but if I had to guess, it would be something like 12 to 15 minutes for the 10 waves, and then like 25 minutes for the 20 waves, something like that. Don't call me on that, I don't know the exact times, but I mean, if it's like, okay, let's say 30 waves is 40 minutes minus 3, so like 37 or 36. So it would be like 12 minutes each plus 3 minutes. So yeah, that would be like 15 minutes for the 10 waves, 27 minutes for the 20 waves, and 40 minutes for the 30 waves. Something like that, okay? I'm not, don't call me on that because I don't know the exact times, but I guess it would be something like that. Okay, which is a lot of time, okay? Now, obviously, most likely you would want to play the 30 waves, but then there's the problem. These Crete Master require you to play 10 waves, 20 waves, and 30 waves separately. You need to do each one of those to get these extra rewards. And sure, you will get like these, which is completely fine, you know, you can do that, okay? But as I said, you know, like 40 minutes and then like, okay, let's say another 40 minutes for the 20 and 10 waves. That's 80 minutes, and that's only one single map. You get 6 runes. Fine. And then you get another 3 here. Okay, 9 runes in total. But you did it on a single map. You have to do it 9 times more to get the same amount, okay? Now, as I mentioned, or I hope I mentioned, the gauntlet was actually for 6 runes before. Now it's for 4, so it's definitely a lot easier to get the first gauntlet now, but when you have to get 15 runes for the advisors, plus 4 for the first gauntlet, ooh, and as I said, if you do 10, 20, and 30, you get 9. So you have to do it twice. Remember, this is repeatable, so you can do it again right away. So you have to do it twice and then do another 10 waves. And then you need to do it 9 times more for each map. That's a lot of time spent on a single mode, don't you think? Just to get that single legendary advisor. So if you are lacking some legendary advisor, you can get them. But be ready to spend a lot of time on a goddamn boring mod. If you're just going to play on easy, it's going to be so goddamn boring. Longest time that you are about to go through, you know. It's not going to be nice. And this is probably my biggest issue overall for these changes. Like, okay, you're offering me nice rewards. I can get the gauntlet. That seems at least, you know, like something I can reach. But when I have to get like the advisors, I just feel like that's going to so far too much, you know, like it's too much. And imagine that's only one Sith. There's another 7 Siths. So all I'm gonna say, if you want the legendary advisors, I'm gonna say choose wisely which advisor you actually want and feel like you need the most, because goddamn, otherwise you are about to sit a long time in the creed and just, oh my god, dude, if someone is going to do that, I swear they're going to get burned out so hard. It's going to be incredible. It just feels like, you know, like how the summer event hammer was. You needed only one, but still 60,000 summer points. But this one is like, ooh, it is luckily an option. So I'm gonna say you are going to need the gauntlet because you need the quest for the legendary advisor. But getting that legendary advisor, oh my god, that's going to take a long time. So all I'm gonna say, focus on the advisors if you really need them, if you feel like you really want them. And if you feel like, yeah, I can just wait for those, I don't need them right now, or I already got the one I wanted, and completely fine. You can ignore this. Which, to be honest, I dare to say, I would recommend ignoring this overall, because I just feel like spending so much time in Creed, yeah, it does not feel worth it. It does not feel worth it, in my book at least. Oh my god. Anyway, I need to make a video about Creed now. I don't think I've ever made like video about the Creed. Like I was talking about changes done to the Creed, but never about the Creed mode itself. Anyway, what's good thing? Definitely try to do this one, okay? If you will be playing Creed, good thing you can get yourself the wonders first and then just get the materials. The thing is that if you want the materials from here, you can get only one, so yeah, that's gonna take a while. So for that, I would rather suggest playing Elite Meat in Creed, if you can do it. If not, make sure you find a co-partner. I dare to say some people might be willing to play it right now if they want these rewards. But anyway, I was mentioning the quest itself, and you saw it, it's not completed. Well, you don't need to move. You just need to get to your capital city. Oh boy, I wonder. Now I wonder. Okay, I wonder. I want to try out something, but yeah, this seems funny. But
welcome, dear friend.
Yay! I got it. I got it all. I'm happy now.
Don't get lost.
So no need even to move it. You just need to go home. Okay. So accept the quest. Go home. And if you have the wonders, yay, you're done. Anyway. There you have it. That's the winter event. Overall, I dare to say, like, you know, like I can appreciate the attempt to push players to play more Creed, you know, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, at least you can get some winter points by playing this, and just by playing the easiest difficulty, yeah, that's a lot of points, and definitely most valuable is going to be the 30 waves, okay? So if you want to farm a lot of points for dirty cheap, yes, easy difficulty, 30 waves in Creed. Just sit there for 40 minutes and you get 750 points. I dare to say that's more than you can get from like even some legendary quests, you know. It's actually funny. But yeah, if you want some, hey, it's easy, but at the same time, if you're playing just only on easy, you know, it might not be fun. So try to spice it up a little bit at least, if you can. Anyway, that's going to be all from me for now. So tell me what do you think about the winter event. Overall, yeah, I'm not sure, you know, like, again, like, I feel like it's good when there is some push towards these less popular mods, like, you know, the Alliance quest, the Skirmish and the Creed, but at the same time I feel like there should be some changes, some rework to those modes as well. Not necessarily Alliance, but like Skirmish and Creed overall, to make it like rather better overall throughout the year than just, you know, for a limited time during the year, you know, like for a month, like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to press the like button if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, and yeah. Next time I'm going to continue with Total Chaos. Goddamn, I have some videos prepared. Goddamn, I just did not get to them. So if you want to watch something different for a little bit, hey, Total Chaos, pretty okay game, to be honest, so far. But yeah, it's there. And yeah, maybe this year I will try doing some different videos as well, because I feel like I need a little bit change, you know, like trying to push the channel a little bit different way, because I'm getting so tired of this game. I just cannot look at the changes. I feel like the more happens, the less I feel like playing, because why? There's nothing good for me anymore. Anyway, this was Psychosaurus. I'll see you next time. Bye.